Howdy, y'all. This right here, TreeofWoahShow, Raw review for November 18, 2013. I'm Jake. Justin cannot be with us tonight because he's picking up people from the airport. They're hopping on them dirt roads and hitching up the tractor to get them city folk back to the city, I guess. Regardless, tonight Raw went country. So did the TreeofWoahShow. And this is a great time speaking in my country slang voice. My country slang voice is very nice. And if you don't know, I'm about to tell y'all about it. Authority starts off in that ring, that square circle. I gotta quit spitting. Oh, tonight's Raw was brought to you by Skull and Bud Light. Cause there ain't nothing we country folk like more than Skull and Bud Light. Yeah, oh yeah. Authorities in the ring talking about what happened last week. I would just chalk it up to them being in England. Randy Orton comes out and talks about not getting the respect and them not being competent bots. Robots is what I call people that aren't good bosses. People that run corporations of bots. People that run that good old farmland of bosses. If you ain't know, y'all hop on that tractor at 4 o'clock in the morning and start plowing them fields. You don't know about it. Anyway, Rick and Brad Maddox come out to receive their punishment. And Triple H said, Brad Maddox, you gonna fight Randy Orton, and Vicky, you gonna fight AJ. Now, Vicky ain't fighting AJ in no hard roping contest, no mud wrestling contest, no jello fight, nothing. It was just a plain old wrestling match that came later in the night. But Randy Orton molly-whopped Brad Maddox in that next segment, and it was a very beautiful thing. Very beautiful. Very beautiful, because he used that microphone, that new technology, like this television remote, and he smacked it on young Brad Maddox's head over and over again. And I love Randy Orton. Randy Orton's daddy was Cowboy Bobby Orton. He's the best on them country nights, because that Orton family crest is not any brighter than when you in Nashville. So this was a bad mistake to take him against the People's Champion, Brad Maddox. But regardless, it was a great time. Great time. After that, Big E Langston looked like he had the power of 5 or 6 mules. Became the Intercontinental Champion. So I'm talking. Oh, hold on. Shout out to Titan 22. I got this next on my Titan 22 voice. I don't know where my do-rag's at, so I'll put the beats around my neck and put on it backwards. Put on a backwards hat. Alright. Yo, in this next match, Big E Langston took on Curtis Axel. And my God. Big E Langston finally took a championship win hold back for the brothers. I mean, watching what he do. He's just a fantastic wrestler. He's in my fave 5. Let me tell you the top 5 best porn stars in a different video. Because I'm tied T22. Ooh, man. Ooh, man. Big E Langston, that new Intercontinental Champion. It feels great, man. So the Shield is backstage talking to Randy Orton. And Randy Orton was asking them where they were last week and where they'll be this week. And the Shield says we'll side with who we side with. What the hell? Oh, I got a text message on my cellular phone, and it wasn't about the crops. It wasn't about the market returns. Because it's 2013, I'll get my cell phone. So that way when I sell my stuff at that farmer's market, I get that day-to-day tracking of my currency and revenues. Anyway, they backstage talking, they're having a good time, but not really. Randy asked them if they're going to have their back this Sunday, and he said, nah. We'll see, though. We'll see later on the show. The next thing was Divas musical chairs. And I mean, man. Divas musical chairs reminds me of every family reunion after we square dance a little bit, get a little bit loose, get a little bit drunk. Before we bust out the fireball, we gotta get a little bit of family musical chairs. And it always ends up like WWE's does, with a fight. Lines are drawn. The Total Divas cast is on one side. But on the other side filled with, sorry, my voice got a little bit high there. Other side filled with the divas that aren't on Total Divas. It's a 7-woman elimination match was announced for later on in the show. Yeah, you're going to see that later this Sunday on the pay-per-view on your televisions. Maybe you got one of them fancy satellite dishes like I do. Regardless, we start off the next thing with the Big Show beating up the Ryback. And the Big Show looked like a wrecking machine. And he's about 2 or 3 haystacks high. It's ridiculous. I mean, I wish I had a man like this on the farm. Him and Big E Langston would give the best crop return I've ever seen. But the Ryback, feed me more, he's one of my best customers. Holy crap, that shtick. That got old, guys. I'm sorry. I went 6 minutes with that. I'll bring it back later for the real country thing, but that was it. That's about as far as I'll go with that. Big Show beat up the Ryback and then speared Randy Orton, which makes me think he's not going to win at Survivor Series. Randy Orton will be triumphant, hopefully. Because I'm on Team Orton for right now, because he's compelling me. He's been killing it the past couple of weeks. I've been very proud of what he's been doing, and the Big Show has been doing the same thing for, I don't know, 3 months. Random number I threw out there because I didn't have the right answer in my mind. So Orton freaks out the doctor and asks where the shield was, and I'm just going to go through all the Orton segments right now with the cowboy hat back on, because I just feel like talking like a cowboy again. Talking like a cowboy again. I look like Richard Petty. Randy Orton ends up finding out on this Sunday if he's really the man he thinks he is when he takes on the Big Show for the WWE Championship without any help. All help is bad. He's doing it on his own. Just gotta stay close. I'll put it on later. That's what happened after that. Then the Real Americans fought Kofi and Miz, and the Miz turned heel. Why? Because it needs to fill the card, and Miz versus Kofi makes sense. And the Miz wasn't doing anything as a face. So, shucks. I'm cool with it. After this, Vicky gets beat by AJ, and Vicky tries a bunch of tactics to not fight. Hopefully this doesn't lead to anything, because I wasn't paying a lot of attention. It looks like she was doing a lot of stuff. But I think it was right before halftime of the football game. I'm not really sure. Who knows? After this, though, Triple H tells Dolph Ziggler they have a Broadway match in the middle of the ring. A Broadway brawl, you could say. And that's what they did. And they assumed Jeff Jarrett position. If you don't know what that Jeff Jarrett position is, get in Jeff Jarrett position as we talk about what happened after that. Man, this is a very warped country hat from all the time on the farm. Dolph Ziggler debuted Cena with a guitar over the head. And I mean, it was a thing of beauty because I love Double J. Oh, man. He is Mr. Nashville. That's about as close as it gets. And it was a match that didn't make a whole lot of sense as it was going on. And didn't really do a whole lot of good stuff. But you win some, you lose some. Regardless, we do our thing. Alright. After that, Cena and Del Rio have this little promo fight thing. I'm not all that excited for it. I know Cena's going to win because Cena's going to overcome the odds. He faked an injury, and then Del Rio went to attack him. He pulled off the sling and beat him up a little bit, threw him out the ring. But it is John Cena. He don't come back to not have no championship. I'm just spitting in air because I don't even care. I ain't got any skull. I'm all out of skull. It's just instant. Instinct, you know what I'm saying? But that's what we do. Everything we do. After that, them Rhinestone Cowboys, which was them 3MB boys, acting like they the cowboys, like they from here, they ain't from here. They don't know the struggle of being a real cowboy with them rhinestones. They take on R-Truth and a debuting Xavier Woods. And Xavier Woods is one of them nerd folk that I love to watch. And I love watching him because he love to wrestle. He love to do everything like that. Hold on, black voice. Sorry. Man, Xavier Woods goes out there. He killed it, man. He killed it, man. I'm talking about my boy Carlos Tuesday, though, real quick, though, man. Xavier Woods gonna be a star, man. He teamed up with R-Truth for the time being. Maybe they'll break up, fight at WrestleMania. I don't know, man. Whew. Ooh, man. This is bigger than life right now. Xavier Woods finally on the main roster. Tip my hat to Xavier Woods. He coming back, yo. You know what I'm saying? All right. I can't go back and forth between black guy and country guy and being Jake. I gotta write it out. Oh, jeez, yeah. I'll write out this next segment with this, and I'll go into wrestling demo for the end of it. Next segment was Florida Georgia Live. They performed That's How We Do It Around Here. Most of y'all don't know. I went to Jason Aldean concert over the summer, and let me just say, I should have wore this hat because there's a lot of fine women. I can go like this. They don't know I'm checking them out. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, women love the country music, so WWE puts it on his male broadcasted show. For the most part, they trying to appeal to that woman audience, you know. Put on that Florida Georgia line, have them lip sync a little bit, put the lyrics up on the Titantron inside some, what do they call them? They call them license plates. You know, on the farm, you don't need a license plate. You don't take it on no dirt roads. Cops ain't looking for no license plate. Everyone know everybody. Officer Bob Brady, you know the whole town. You don't need a license plate. You know everybody's car. You know everybody, man. We all driving Chevys out here, man. Ain't no Dodge, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, oh, man. Country guy said regardless a ton, man. And I'm getting the black dude to hang this up. There, I don't know. Florida Georgia Line was there. I wouldn't have done this right before a pay-per-view, but they're in Nashville. I don't know why they did it. Doesn't make sense, but they did it. It wasn't bad. I like Florida Georgia Line. Bombshell. Yeah, I really didn't mind it. And Raw at this point was dragging, so it just gave you something to laugh at. We laughed at people. Crowd reactions were fantastic. I'm sure on Reddit, reddit.com/r/squared circle, that CW Monkey's gonna put up his Wrestling with Words, I think it's called. I don't know. It's going to be one of the top rated comments by tomorrow or today or whatever it comes up. So there's a bunch of gifts of, hopefully it's this good crowd reacting to Florida Georgia Line because they found little black kids who didn't like them all that much to stand there like this. I think it's funny. I think it's funny how quick they switch to the crowd as if they know that we're going to be bored. But this last match was killer. It was CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, the Usos, and the Rhodes family against the Wyatts and the Shield in the 6-man tag match. And when you have 6 guys in there, you had like 2 or 3 hot tags, which was awesome. The crowd was invested. The finish was fantastic. And there was a heart attack hit by Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, which doesn't make so much sense because they're wrestling nerds and they loved it. And CM Punk picked up the win, GTSing Dean Ambrose. And then the Real Americans came out to attack. And then then Rey Mysterio returns at the end to save the day. And it was, all in all, a great end to a bad show. But sometimes that's all you need. And you leave on a good note and you're upstairs dancing around talking about how awesome it was. You get the country hat on. I'm going to take you guys home with the country hat. Alright, y'all. Make sure y'all like all our videos. Click that subscribe button down below. Technology, you subscribe. Our videos go right to your email. You can pull out your mobile phone, press that couple buttons, hop in your email, and watch us talk immediately. Maybe you driving somewhere. Listen to me talk while you riding that bus. You know, but shout out to Jim Bob, shout out to Baby Will, Shout out to Ursula. Shout out to everybody who helped us. Black voice again. Sorry, I'm more black than country, guys. I'm sorry. But that was our show. Thanks for watching. Take care. Country Roddies happen every third Monday of the month. From here out, I'm proposing it. Take care.